Morning, viewers. Looks like the things are heating up in the world regarding this so-called conflict in Ukraine. To start us, a few days ago, when the so-called Ukrainians were advancing in Kherson, which were finding abandoned military positions held by Russians, no one told the press, or it wasn't dealt with this item. The Russians attacked a command centre near Kiev uh, with Iranian suicide drones. Don't know whether it was a training facility or one of those command centres. That was destroyed. Unbelievably, it was not detected. It goes to show Ukrainian forces have got a flaw in their alerting system like radar. So they're pretty vulnerable. And then we have tit for tat violation airspace. It was being reported yesterday Russian planes have violated NATO airspace over the territories of Poland, a part of the European Defence Task Force in Poland. There was based Italian Air Force planes, and they were scrambled to intercept these vehicles. Obviously, they turned back. This is a common tactic from each side, which they use, especially when they have their doomsday flight training or services. Basically, it's just all strategic flying centres in case, those ground bases get taken out and they still can command the forces from another type of command up in the air. There's been a lot of that recently in the last 6 months. 24/7 flights around Europe. These flights were abandoned around about the end of the Cold War. In 30 years, such flights wasn't adopted anymore. Probably once a week, each side was doing it. Now you've got these planes flying on a regular basis, 24 hours a day. This Poseidon Russian submarine, Poseidon, has been spotted in Antarctica. Supposedly it was there. And the Russians been here about, they got the technology to take out satellites which aids Ukrainian forces through American satellites to give them HIMARS target coordinates. I believe about a year or so ago, was it an American satellite got shot down by the Russians, and no one done nothing about it. Very strange. Then you've got Zelensky in some video conference, I think it's with Australia, asking for a preventive attack with Ukraine and NATO on Russia. I don't know whether it's conventional or nuclear, but the dogs of war are out. They're on the loose, and they're fear-mongering everywhere, pushing for war. And he's one of them, Zelensky. He's a warmonger, fucking cunt. And I did treat this issue about, in case of such event, will we be warned in time? No, probably maximum 10 minutes they give you, your local government, in case of some type of attack, nuclear attack. But rest, you must know, both sides are on high nuclear alert, and therefore it tends to be kept as a secret, not to create chaos and anarchy, especially throughout the world, economically speaking, and socially, because the side digester will break down in even event of a detonation of an EPM or low yield nuke. Will be the devastating effect. So, if the governments are silent about certain things, something's cooking in a pot, but something big. So, if you wish to be a prepper, there are YouTube channels, experts which can advise you how to, give yourself a more fighting chance in the case of such events.